Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my December monthly manis. So the first one I wore was a twin with my friend Julie. She actually surprised me with this polish, sent it to me in the mail. This is Morgan Taylor Breakout Star. This is really pretty metallic blue. And then I decided to wear a topper, so I wore ILNP tinsel. This pretty like silver metallic flake. So I really like that one. Then I did a twin mani with Lisa, and we both wore King Tut from Colors to Carol. I got this one during Polish Pick Rewind. Really, really pretty. This was so pretty and sparkly. It's gold base, and it's got these beautiful blue flakies. And I really, really like this one. I'd forgotten from when I had swatched it to when I wore it. I'd forgotten how sparkly this was, and really, really beautiful, nice for December. Okay, then I wore a combination of my polishes that I made, my Christmas collection. First one I wore as the base is Be Pine for Christmas. And then as a topper, I wore a Christmas Tree, which is my tacky Christmas topper. And I really like this one. This was really blinky. Lots going on in this mini. Okay, then I did another one of my combination. This one is Red-tastic from my Summer Hollow collection. It's a nice bright red. And then as a topper, I wore Golden Bells from my Christmas collection. I really like this one. I really like these gold flakies. And this was nice and fun. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Barb, the ultimate twin mani, because we actually got together in person. So we both wore OPI's I'm Really an Actress. Wait, what was it called? Yeah, I'm Really an Actress. This is so fun. Nice and bright red, and it's got all that sparkle in there. Really, really pretty. And it was really fun to get together and wear it together. So I'm going to include her picture, our nails that we did together. So that was really fun. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Lisa. We both wore Rogue Lacquer's Christmas AF, one of my favorite Christmas glitters. I actually have a backup bottle of this one. Well, this one, I don't think I've ever worn it opaque before, but I ended up wearing it opaque on all 10 nails. Usually I wear this as a Christmas topper. This was actually really fun wearing it opaque on all 10 nails. Really blingy. Okay, then I did one of my favorite manicures. This ended up being in my favorite of 2021. ILNP Christmas Cookie, which I got from my friend Laura. This is a really beautiful white Christmas coloring. It's got very tiny, dainty red and green glitters. Very tiny and just very beautiful and, like I said, dainty. And then as a topper, I just want just a little bit of extra sparkle. I wore China Glaze Golden Enchantment. Now my pictures don't do this justice because you can't see how twinkly and sparkly this is in just the picture. So you have to go back on my Instagram, which I'm going to leave that below. Go to my Instagram if you want to see pictures, more pictures, and watch the in action polish and motion video I did of this, because it was just so pretty, so sparkly, and just delicate. It was just so beautiful, and I was blown away by how much I really, really love this, considering it's just such a very simple manicure, but I really, really loved it, and I'm gonna keep this in mind for this year now, because it's January. For this December, I want to recreate that mani. Okay, then I did another twin mani with Lisa. We both wore 9/0 March 2016. That was the year where every month she did a month, like a polish of the month. I was trying to blank on what it's called. Polish of the month. And this was her March 2016. Just a pretty spring green hollow. And I hadn't worn this in years, and I'd forgotten how pretty it was. And then as a topper, we wore 9/0 Stocking Stuffer. It's just a fun Christmas topper, one of my favorite Christmas toppers. And this together was really pretty. Like I said, I'd forgotten how beautiful this was, and this was just really, really pretty. I like that one. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Barb. When we got together, I had surprised her with a polish that I wanted us to twin with. So I had made these two, kind of like, I guess you would call them Christmas. They could be considered Christmas Frankens, but Pruglies. And I had two that I had made that were basically from kind of the same polishes and components, and they ended up being pretty much identical. So I had two that were pretty much identical, and I didn't think I was ever really going to wear either one of them, so I decolored them both. And then when I was getting together with Barb, I thought that this would be a fun, safe Prugly for her to wear. So I gave her the one bottle, I kept the other bottle, and we twins with it. And I actually ended up really loving this. and I actually uncluttered it. So I'm going to keep this now, and this is going to be in my Christmas bucket for like Fugly Pugly Friday. I thought this was really fun. It's just a bright, kind of like a grass green, I guess. Not quite slimy. It's like more like spring grass green. And it's got those little blue sparkles. There's blue, and then there's like little greeny kind of sparkles. I thought that was really pretty. I don't think my pictures really did this justice. On the nails, this was really pretty. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, then I did a combo. I wore Color Club Harp on it. Just one of their hollows, and their hollows are really good. They're like one coaters. I want to stamp with these. I don't love linear hollows on the nails unless I have like a top over them, but they are really good for stamping. So I'm going to stamp with this in the future. And then as a topper, I wore another one of my Christmas polishes from my collection. This is Silver and Gold. Now I liked this. I prefer Silver and Gold on its own in 3 thin coats, but I wanted to wear it as a topper to see how versatile it is. And I did like it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my own polishes. It was a nice manicure, but I do prefer this in 3 thin coats on its own. But this is just super, super reflective. And so that was that. Okay, then I wanted to recreate one of my favorite manicures from 2020. I knew that when, 2021, when Christmas came around, I had to recreate it, and I'm going to recreate it next year as well. This also made it in my top 2021 manicures. So 2 years in a row. And I will continue to wear it probably every year. Just like I want to wear this one again next year. So I wore on pinky middle ring, I wore Kale Polish Central Park as the base. And then as a glitter on top, I wore Lilybug. This is so extremely sparkly and gorgeous. I think I already deleted the video. After I saved the video for when I was doing my top manicures of 2021, and then I think I deleted the video because I can't keep everything on my phone. So go back to my Instagram so you can see. This is ultra sparkly and just amazing. And then on my pinky and my thumb, I wore Glisten and Glow, all of the other reindeer. Such a fun Christmas crowley. Look at that. And this together was just amazing. Absolutely loved it, and I will definitely wear it again next year. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Lisa. We wore Zoya's Amal, which I hadn't gotten yet. I just recently picked this up during Zoya's like 12 for whatever, like 12 for 55 or 12 for 60, whatever the deal was. This is one of their satin mattes. I swapped out the cap. That's why it's a glossy cap, but this is one of their satin mattes. Really, really beautiful. And then as a topper, we wore Dolish Polish Fragile, must be Italian, my very favorite Christmas glitter. This is my second bottle. I love this one. Mine is spelled the correct way. All her new bottles, whenever she doesn't make this polish anymore, but every now and then she'll put it up on Etsy, on her Dichas Etsy site, and she spells it phonetically now. So instead of spelling out fragile, she spells it Fragile. So if I actually, this is so stupid, but if I ever am able to get another one of her bottles, because this is my last bottle, and it's my favorite, if I ever get another one as a backup, I will most likely repurpose this bottle that has the spelling. That's so stupid, but whatever. Anyways, I really like this. I want to wear this again, but wear it satin matte, because when I wore this together and then you put a glossy top coat, it, glosses this up. But I really want to wear this as a satin, but this was really, really fun. Super, super tacky and just beautiful. I loved it. Okay, then I wore 2 of my polishes. Take a Chance on Me. This was for my very first collection that I put out, my Pets collection. Really pretty white, snowy white, and it's got the little yellow flash in there. Look just like my Chance. And then I wore one of my Christmas toppers, Snow Day. I liked this. I think I prefer Take a Chance on Me on its own. But I did like it. It was very snowy. I just think this would have been better over a pure white instead of the golden white. But I did like it, and it was very, to be honest, it kind of reminded me of like, so stupid. It looked like sparkly yellow snow. So stupid, I know. But those are the thoughts that were running through my head whenever I looked at this mani. Okay, then we went to see Spider-Man, my family and I had to wear a red manicure, and this one had been in my untrieds for a while. Colors of Carol Slappy's Tie, an amazing, amazing red. I think this was pretty much opaque in one coat. I think I did 2 just to make sure, but it was pretty much opaque in one coat, which meant that it was a stainer. So even with 2 coats of base coat, This did stain my nails, but beautiful, beautiful. So I wore that for a day, and then that night, my husband and I were going to a holiday work Christmas party for his work. So I decided to add a little more bling, so I added Hollow All the Things from my collection, and this was really pretty. I'll insert the video so you can see how sparkly this was. This was really pretty. Okay, then I wore, let me scooch it out of the way. Okay, then I wore a combo. I did China Glaze Glistening Garland. I wear this every year, usually with a different topper, but this year I decided to do a different topper. So I wore Zoya's, well, it's a Franken. It used to be Zoya's Frida, but I Frankened it. So this on top. This is in a green jelly base. Frida is a green jelly, and the glitters that I Frankened in it leaves it like a green tinge to it, so I used it as a topper over a green. I thought this was really pretty. It was ultra sparkly and blingy and looked just like a Christmas tree. This is like a perfect Christmas tree mani. Okay, then I did Bluebird Lacquer Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Beautiful red hollow. And then, like every other nail, and then I wore Bluebird the Ryan King. So pretty. One of my favorite polishes, and definitely my favorite green polish that I own. So beautiful. Really love these. And then the next day, just to kind of jazz that one up, I didn't feel like changing my mani completely, but I wanted to jazz it up a little bit. So I wore Sally Hansen, what is this called? Snow What You Want. Just a fun winter topper that I really didn't need, but I got it anyways, and then I wanted to give it a go. And it was really pretty. I like this. Really fun and festive. Okay, then my Christmas Eve Christmas mani, I wore this for 2 days. I wore Enchanted Jolly Holly. It's really fun. I got this from Enchanted Polish right before they went out of business. It's a fun, almost like spring green, but it's, you know, it's a Christmas green, but it leans kind of like a spring green to me. Really pretty. I liked that one. And then KB Shimmer Candy Cane Crush, which is one of my favorite Christmas toppers. I wear this every year. Usually I try to wear it for Christmas Eve, Christmas, and I usually wear it over Glistening Garland. But this year I decided to switch it up, and I wore it over this, and I thought this was nice. I liked it. I wore this for 2 days. Really pretty. Okay, then the day after Christmas is my son's birthday. So for the end of every month for 2021, we're not doing it for 2022, but for 2021, the last day of the month, we all wore, a bunch of us in our Instagram group, we would wear a birthstone mani. So my son's birthstone is blue topaz. So for his birthday on the 26th, I wore my birthstone mani early. Wow, that was a winded way of saying it. So I wore KB Shimmer's Pretty Sure, and this was really, really pretty. Beautiful. So I wore that in honor of my son's 18th birthday. I think I ended up wearing this for like 2 days, or 2 or 3 days. Really pretty. Okay, then I did, or maybe I didn't, I don't know, whatever. Then I did a twin mani with Nicole. So I had made this polish for her last year before her fire, and then she lost all her polishes in the fire, and then I remade it for her, and we decided, we didn't get around to it until December. So we decided to twin with this. This is hashtag friendship for the twin, because that's the hashtag that we use for all of our twin manis. My pictures don't do this justice. This is a lot sparklier and I think a little bit more interesting in person than it is on the nails. I had a hard time getting good pictures of this. It's just a kind of like, what shade of blue would you call that? I don't know, it's like a mermaid blue. I don't know how to really describe the blue. It's got lots and lots of blue glitters in there. So that was my polish that I made for Nicole. Okay, then I did a group mani with, we're the 5 fabulous friends. So it's Nicole, it's Barb, Carrie, and Julie, and then myself, obviously. Together we're the 5 fabulous friends. And our prompt was just something sparkly. So I decided to wear Island P. This was almost New Year's. This was like the day before New Year's Eve. So I wanted to wear something kind of like a New Year's mani. Silhouette by Island P. And I've had this one since last year, and I really wanted to wear it around like New Year's. I thought this would be a beautiful New Year's polish. It's black, and then it's got those gorgeous, gorgeous gold flakies. And then there's little teeny tiny It's not quite coming across on camera, but there's little teeny tiny blue glitters in there. Like sparse. They're not like crazy like you see the blue, but it's just a little added touch. I don't think you're going to see them. In person, you can see them, and it's really pretty. And just adds a little delicate touch to the manicure. Okay, then for New Year's Eve, I was working and decided to do a twin mani with Lisa, and we decided to wear Queen of Hearts because we had both talked about this this was from, what month was this? November. We had both talked about it and whether or not we're going to get it. I said it was on my must list, and then she ended up getting it too, so we decided to twin with it. This is beautiful. So sparkly. It's silver base, and it's got little gold. Well, they're more like yellow flakies, and then there's black flaky, little tiny cut up flakies, and then there's red flakies. So pretty. I thought this would make a nice topper as well, but it's really a little bit too opaque to be a topper, so I wore this in 3 thin coats. I was going to wear this opaque for our mani, but I thought in the future it might be nice as a topper, but I don't think it's really going to function as a topper. But really, really pretty like that. Really blingy, and I really enjoyed wearing this at work because I work nights, and I was able to kind of like stare at my sparkly mani. Okay, so last 2 polishes are what I wore on my toes for this month. I only wore 2. KB Shimmer's Such a Vlad Ass, and I love wearing this one in fall, December. It's just really beautiful. It's red, but it's like a wine red, but there's more to it, and I can never really describe. It's like a raspberry wine something. I don't know. Really, really beautiful. It always looks a lot darker on the nails than it does in the bottle, but really, really beautiful. Nice formula. I like to wear this one on my toes. And then I wore Color Club Rock On, another one of their linear hollows. I didn't love this on the toenails. I mean, it was nice, and it's a really nice formula. It's a beautiful hollow, linear hollow, which I don't love in the first place. But I think this would have looked better on the nails with some kind of topper than it did on the toenails. Or I think I'm going to use this sometime in the future for stamping. Alright guys, that was everything that I wore in December. Leave any comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.